Hey, it's Chocobo, and welcome to my loot from 200 mil hit points experience in Nightmare Zone. Kate and I made a merch store. We sell some really cool pins on there at etsy.com/shop/casecoolpins. Make sure you check it out. Alright, now back to the video. From getting 200 mil hit points experience, I am now 200 mil attack, strength, and around 150 million defense EXP. My setup is pretty different from most people's in Nightmare Zone because I target big bone droppers in order to receive long and curved bones. Specifically, I kill the Black Knight Titan and Skeletal Hellhound. Now I'll have the breakdown on the screen of all the different monsters that I use, so if you're curious what those are, just take a look now. As of getting max hit points experience, I have 99 curved bones, which equates to 643,000 construction experience, as well as 1,353 long bones, which is another 6.1-ish mil con XP. In total, that's around 6.7 mil free construction experience banked, and also I'll get some GP back from that as well. Something to also note, if I were to have used a bone crusher throughout this venture, I could have expected around 8 or 9 million total prayer experience, which is definitely not something to shrug off, so I would recommend getting some charges and using one here. As for the Nightmare Zone points, I am at a total of 247 million points. It's kind of a shame that they took red spider's eggs out of the chest, because those were definitely the best option in terms of money per point, but now you can expect the best to be the buckets of sand, which you'll get around 0.22 GP per point, which means I'll get around 54 million GP if I were to spend all my points. Now don't forget that if you do buy your daily herb boxes, in total I could expect to get around 300 mil, but that will take a very long time, so I don't recommend doing that unless obviously you plan on doing this every single day for the next century. As for the experience rates, I'm getting around 82k melee XP an hour. That does not include hit points, so it's around an overall of 100,000. So it's not the fastest method, and especially I'd recommend using full obby and doing the lower monsters if you don't really care about the big bones and long bones, because this is a lot slower. But if you do like to get those construction records and or you'd like to pay for all of your Nightmare Zone, this is a good way to do it. In terms of the total cost of Nightmare Zone games, I would say I spent around 50 million GP, so we really didn't make very much at all. Now, I should note that if you have the quest cape, the cost is almost halved, so that is something to definitely keep in mind. Also, just remember I do the easy games, not the hard games. It's only 22k a game, and it's a lot less if you have the quest cape. A final mention would be that I did not do the double big bone droppers from 200 mil attack XP, so you could expect to get around 25 to maybe 30 more curved bones, as well as around 250 more long bones if you were to do this with my setup all the way through it. So I definitely recommend that if you do plan on doing that, of course. That's going to wrap up this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. I do a completionist series on my ex-hardcore Iron Man that was maxed, but it got freaking hit by a train, and now it's just a normal Iron Man. So yeah, make sure you check that out. Super Chocobo World's really cool. And as always, thank you to Kate for doing all the amazing art for everything on the channel. Check out her socials in the description. Alright, that's going to do it, and I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon with another video.